What's up, bitches? Boom. So hopefully you guys can hear and see me clearly. It has taken me about 40 minutes to get to this stage. The whole of YouTube's live streaming service seemed to go down. I couldn't live stream off my phone. I couldn't live stream on the through YouTube directly, and I couldn't do the webcam call live thing. I was going to try and do some sort of interview with someone or something. It wouldn't let me do that either. So I literally commented to the Telegram group. I said, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to go live tonight." But I thought I'd give it one more try, just one more try. And here we are, so happy days. Thanks for joining the video. We've already got people joining in already, which is great news. Negated says, hey. Fryer says, hey. And Frederick said, yo. It's a shame you didn't say, hey, Frederick. I could have said, hey, hey, hey. But I did it anyway. This is my channel, Glen. My name's Glenn, and this is my cryptocurrency journey, and I'm trying to vlog as I go along the things that I learn, and I welcome you to join my journey and follow through with what I do right and wrong. Don't take anything I say as financial advice. I'm not an expert in any way means, but I've been doing this now for about 6, maybe 7 months now, and I'm starting to get the hang of some things, although it seems that everything I do seems to lose money. So that's just to give you a little background on me. Feel free to subscribe to his channel, click the like button, and also jump in and join in, just like Dennis has. He's jumped in and said, hey Glenn, I believe you're a new viewer, Dennis, so thanks for joining the channel. I encourage everyone to jump in and join in. The only thing I don't really like is any particular overly shilling or any scams being posted or anything like that. So Frederick says, sorry, I didn't see the pattern. Glen Connect. I love Glen Connect. Right, so what are we going to talk about today? I don't know. I just started this live video hoping you guys would tell me. But let's have a little look in the market. So Bitcoin's had a big day today. So Bitcoin's at 9,624. Now this morning it was at just over the 9k mark, and I think it went up to about 9.2, and that's sort of where it stayed for a while. And I thought, oh okay, you know, we'll be lucky if we see 9.3 today. Got to about 2-3 p.m. I don't know what happened, but it just jumped up another $300 in a very short period of time. There was a news article going around about Goldman Sachs starting to invest into crypto, or potentially looking to set up trading with cryptocurrency. So I don't know if that, but I don't know. $300, quite a random amount to go up by, but Ethereum's been the biggest gainer today. I said first thing this morning, oh, Ethereum's on a good run today, and that was it went up to $710, I think, and now obviously that's continued. It's up to 755. There was another news article that came out, and I shared it again with the Telegram group chat. By the way, if you're thinking, why does he keep mentioning this Telegram group chat? If you want to join in with it, with me and the guys normally that you see in this live video, click the link down below, just below the description in this video. And there's a link for Telegram. It's called their Super Chat. It means anyone can join in. So anyone can join into it. You don't have to be approved. It doesn't cost you anything. You can just jump in and start messaging, a bit like a WhatsApp group for everyone. And again, the only time that we'll sort of, or me or the admin will ban anyone is if we see any scams or shilling being posted. So I'd like it to be a safe place where people can give their opinions and advice, or even just saying, guys, have you heard about this news today? You know, that sort of stuff I think is really valuable. So feel free to join that. Well, I shared an article there. Apparently the owner or the co-creator of Reddit has said that he believes Ethereum to go up to 15k by the end of this year. He said that he thinks Bitcoin is going to go up to 20k, and then Ethereum will be behind it with 15k, and there'll be this battle going on between the two over which is the #1 currency. And he said that one day he feels that Ethereum could overtake Bitcoin. I think that could potentially happen. Maybe not the 15k thing, but, well, it could. I don't know. It's really hard to explain, actually. I think Ethereum could overtake Bitcoin maybe one day as the #1 currency, but for a short period of time. I think it will happen maybe for like one day or a week or maybe a month, and then Bitcoin will come back. So, but someone did comment saying, do you reckon he owns a lot of Ethereum then? That's probably true. He's probably hyping it up, so we'll talk about it. And obviously, it's helped today. The price of Ethereum's shot up, so that's good news. Ripple, I haven't really heard too much about Ripple myself, but it's sort of hovering there between 80 cent and 90 cent. Hasn't hit that $1 mark again, like obviously the highs of December. Although it actually went up to $3.50 at one point. Bitcoin Cash has had another good day. It's at $1,500 almost. EOS is up to $18 now. Obviously, it hit $20, but it's had a few dip days. Although their dip days haven't been too drastic. It hasn't dropped that much. So you can see here in the last 24 hours, it's only dipped 3%. So EOS is really holding its own there at $18. So I would imagine that's going to be over the $20 mark if we have another sort of bull run for a week or two. Cardano is up to 37 cents, which is up 1%. Litecoin is up 6%, so that's been hovering around $150 for a while now. So the 160 is nice to see. I don't currently hold any Litecoin, but I would imagine that's going to go up to $200 at some point. I don't know why I'm saying fingers crossed, because I haven't got any, so it wouldn't benefit me in any way slightly. Nope here says, hi Glenn. Raw says, the Anthology jumped last night. Frederick says, yes, Otology is bullish. They didn't even have an ICO. Their coin was all airdropped. I didn't know that, actually. Russell says, hey. Hey guys, thanks for joining the live video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like these live streams. So you're all talking about Otology. Let's have a little look. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's up 23% today. And it seems to be one of the ones that I keep mentioning all the time. I keep saying it's gone up 20%, 40%, 10%. It's the biggest gainer at 5%, even on the dip days. So it's just slowly, you know, it's every day seems to be gaining. You can see from this graph here, it's just had continuous steady growth. It had a dip there at one point, had a really sharp increase on that day, but overall you can see the graph goes from corner to corner. So you know, great rise in price there. So is that one to look out for? I don't actually know too much about it. I haven't got a clue anything about it, but it's number 28. So I'm doing another playlist called Top 100 Cryptos, and I'm working my way through the list. My next video to do is EOS. I spent about 2 to 3 hours watching YouTube videos about EOS and about the creator. Some really interesting things I didn't know about EOS. It's actually still in its ICO stage. I didn't know, but apparently it's they agreed ages ago we're going to have an ICO, and instead of it being 30 days long, month long, like most ICOs, our ICO is actually going to last exactly 1 year. So I believe at the end of this month, beginning of June, it will hit that year. And all the money that it's raised has gone into its ICO. So every time people have been buying the coin, that's gone into the ICO. So at the minute they're worth, this isn't what they've raised, so don't get that confused, but if you was to value every single coin they have at $18, they have a total market cap of 15 billion. So massive increase. So I really enjoyed doing these videos, actually, the top 100 cryptos, because you know, people have been saying to me for months, Glenn, what do you think about EOS? What do you think about EOS? Have you looked into EOS yet? You should check EOS out. You get free coins, you get this, you get that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know much about it. I don't want to know anything. And the more I do research, I'm like, actually, that seems like a really good project. And the team behind it, like the guy, he created Steam It, which obviously is massive now. I think it was Steam It. And he also created BitShares, which again, that's a massive project. I think that's in the top 100 as well. And now he's working on EOS, and apparently he's just put all his effort into this for the last like year or two. And yeah, it's another platform-based DApp system, but this one's looking to be slightly different. So I'll discuss that. I don't want to go through it all now because obviously that's for my next video and none of you will watch it otherwise. And then I'm going to do Cardano, Litecoin and work my way through the list. So at some point I should be able to discuss any coin from the top 100 and be like, oh yeah, that's blah 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 blah, and they're at this stage, and I remember when they were only at this stage. So I'm really looking forward to having that knowledge that I can share with everyone. So you can help, obviously, this channel grow by sharing it with all your friends, subscribing if you want to follow that journey of me learning about all the currencies. I'm trying to give an honest, unbiased view on each coin. So it's not just like, oh, this guy doesn't like Cardano, or he's looking because he's got investment in a rival coin, so he's going to knock it down or shill it. I'm not trying to shill anything. I'm being very level-headed and unbiased with each opinion that I give on each coin. So if you like that sort of thing, click the subscribe button, click the like button. So the other big gainers we've had today, so there's quite a lot going on. I tried to look into it before, and I'm sure one of you guys will probably answer it for me straight away, is Bitcoin Dark. At one point, it was up 145% earlier. Now it's up 135%. I would imagine this is going to be a huge dump tomorrow or the next day. But I've gone on to Bitcoin Dark. I've gone onto their social media page. I don't get it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it exists. I don't know. So before we get into it, just so you know my level, but they seem to be retweeting pretty much everything that Komodo World is sharing. So I assume they have something to do with Komodo, the coin. And then I've gone on to their main website, and it's just this. It's a related links page. And I've clicked on a couple of these and it just gives you more adverts. So I don't quite understand what it is. And I don't know why it's worth $241. I know they've got a low circulating supply, so that would give a good reason why it's valued at that much, but I don't get what Bitcoin Dark is and what it's meant to do and why it is pumping like it is now. I don't get it. So I don't know if that's some sort of scam or pump and dump group or whatever. At some point, hopefully I'll find out. But anyway, that's the biggest gainer of today. So if you hold some Bitcoin Dark, congratulations. You've pretty much doubled your money overnight. The next one was Loom Network. Loom joined Binance, and I saw it on... This is really sad, actually. Obviously, I have, as you guys know, I have a portfolio of different coins, and I only invested $20, $25 into different coins, just in case some went up and some sort of hit the moon or whatever. So it came up saying we are now going to have Loom on our exchange, and I thought, God, when a coin hits Binance, it skyrockets in price. And when I went on there, I was doing it all through my phone. I actually traded my Dash back to Bitcoin, and then I thought, oh, I'll buy some Loom. But I don't know if it wasn't set up at that point, or if it wasn't working, or if maybe there was a high demand. For some reason, it wouldn't let me access it. And while I was on there, it showed you what coins were doing the best today. And I looked at the graph. One was called Yo-Yo. I literally don't know nothing about it. So I converted my $25 into Yo-Yo coin, which is currently, let's have a look. It was up like 25%. I thought, God, that thing's pumping a lot. So I thought, oh, I'll invest in it. Don't know why, I've got no reason. And the last couple of days, it's been down. Wah, wah, wah. Can you see it there? Yo-yo. It is down 6%. So, stupid me. It was only $20 worth. We'll see what happens with that. But I was going to invest in Loom, and I didn't because I thought, oh, it's pumped. Like, it was up 25% straight away. And I thought, it's probably going to go down tomorrow. Today it's gone up another 46%. So that says to me that, you know, when their coin joins Binance, it seems to do well, at least for a couple of days. So, you know, I don't know how you would find out any sooner, but I would, next time, I'm going to probably keep an eye on Binance on their Twitter. Soon as they announce when a token or a coin's going to be on there, I'm going to log straight in and convert something, probably that yo-yo, the $25, into whatever coin they announce. I don't know how often they put new coins on there. I don't know anything about that, but it'd be good if you can somehow get the information straight away and put it on there. So, yeah, that's why Loon's going up. I don't know why Electronium's doing so well today. Bitcoin Private. Come on, the Bitcoin Private. Bitcoin Private got added to HitBTC, which is obviously a fairly big exchange. And it's gone up. It was at sort of $30, $35, and it's just skyrocketed all the way up to sort of 40. It was at $48 a few moments ago. So whether that's dipping back down again, I don't know. But only got put on there, I believe, was it today or yesterday? So we may have a little bit of volatility with Bitcoin Private over the next couple of days. So they're like the biggest gainers today. But, you know, Bitcoin has done pretty well today. I actually converted, just before I go ahead with telling everyone about Envion, I actually converted my Envion back to Bitcoin. And the only reason I did that was someone posted a news article. No, it was CNBC had a guy talking on there about how Bitcoin's going to go up quite suddenly soon. Then I saw it sort of go from 9.2 to 9.3. So I thought, I bet Envion's either going to stagnate or it's going to dip this week. And I'm going to see Bitcoin and all the others go up sort of 20-30%. And I'm going to feel really pissed off. So I actually converted my Envion back to Bitcoin. And that was on HitBTC. But then I was keeping an ear out for obviously updates. Or when an update would come out. I'm not going to say who, or I'm not going to say where I got this information from, because I think they might have shared it in a place. I asked these set of people if I could share the information, and they seemed a bit skeptical about sharing the info. But from what I've heard, apparently Lorette from Envion has had the update approved, and it's been checked over and everything like that, and it will be going live as of tomorrow. That's what I've heard. It's just a rumour. Don't buy on rumours. Well, you should buy on rumours, I suppose, but don't take it as financial advice. Let's head over to, let's search for the Envion group. The Envion group page is an interesting place at the moment. It's sort of full of people that are angry, and then it's being really defended by other people that obviously really are passionate about the project. Now, I'm sort of, you know, obviously I've been there from the beginning, and even some of you that watch my videos, a gentleman said the other day, I can't remember his name, in the live video, Glenn, the only reason I watch your videos is because you've stayed honest about Envion for the whole process, and now you're looking to come out of it. And I've always said, if Envion stick to what they're going to do and they pay people out and all this sort of stuff, I think it will be profitable. I think it will. I honestly still do to this day. But, I said about, and I've been really in two minds. I've really been in two minds about this whole, taking your money out of a project you believe in and putting it into shitcoins or altcoins, even some altcoins that you may believe in, for gains in that period of time. And I've been really confused and conflicted in my mind about, what's the right thing to do as opposed to what's the biggest money maker. If I make money within a week or 2 week period in altcoins, and then I buy back some Envion coins, and I've made profit in that period, then is that the right thing to do? Or should I just, because a lot of people like just hold, hodl, whatever. And my actual thought process, actually, it was more clear in my mind anyway. I don't know how you guys feel. Some people might not like me for it, but obviously this guy Richard, who he's big in cryptocurrency, has his own Telegram group chat, always talking about price of Bitcoin going up or down, and he used to be what they consider a Bitcoin maximalist. So he was proper like, buy Bitcoin, hold on to it, don't fucking trade it, don't swap it for anything else, blah 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 blah. Bitcoin's going to take over the world. There's going to be no more banks and all that, all that sort of stuff. Really, really like onto it. And he's always talking about obviously the price of things going up or down. So like he's talking about said classic there, and he commented about, and obviously, oh no, where is it? 28th of April. This hasn't synced everything that's actually happened. This is only synced from the last time I logged into this. Let's check out his Twitter, but I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about, because essentially he oh no, I'm not going to be able to find it. Essentially, he was saying that why be a Bitcoin maximalist when, I can't remember. He worded it a lot better than me, and it was like, I can't remember oh God, this is really awful video now. He was basically saying that why should we just trust one coin, because there's going to be loads of other projects, and in the meantime obviously those projects are going to go up and down in price. They may fluctuate more than Bitcoin, so you can make money out of Bitcoin and convert it back to Bitcoin after, and you've increased your position. If Bitcoin only goes up 5%, but you've invested in some shitcoin or some other thing and it goes up 30%, you can then that day gain 25% more Bitcoin than you would have had if you just left your money in Bitcoin for the day. So I don't know, that was saying he brought up, and I really thought, yeah, that's what I've been feeling or thinking, and I've shared them thoughts with you guys. So that was my thoughts anyway. So let's catch up with what you guys said, because you've been chatting for ages without me saying anything. Have you looked at the Antminer Mini yet? A lot of miners are scared. They're all talking about a $50 a day profit for 2k investment. No, I haven't, but we'll check that out in a second, Fryer. Frederick says, you need to learn trading on IDEX. There you can pick up cheap ERC20 tokens before they hit the big exchanges and Moon. I may have to do that, Frederick, actually. BBL Adventure says, hey, gents. Frederick says, thanks for joining the video anyway, BBL. It's been much better than Ether Delta and other small exchanges, picking up new coins. Riverjoy says, hi. Never sell Dash. Wah, wah, wah. Disappointed. You don't buy FOMO. I know, well, I've learnt that today. When you buy, the whales take profit. I agree with you, Glenn, but then Envion management has been kinda sketchy. This was my take. I commented in the Telegram group chat today about Envion, and I said, I was quite, early on, I was quite, they were sharing updates and stuff like that, and you guys can go back, you can either back me up or go back and watch my videos. And I used to say, this isn't going to be a quick process. This is going to be a 6 month to a year before the machines are even set up and deployed all around the world, or at whatever farm they're going to go to. And I also said that, I don't care about when the dividend payouts are. I don't care if they're next week or the week after, blah, blah, blah. I'd rather them do everything properly and correct and legally than to just push things through just to keep people happy. I've always said that and I've always maintained it. But they've changed the game now by giving us absolutely no update. So I don't want an update or if they are going to release this update tomorrow, and let's say it's some sort of announcement or big update to what's happened, which will be good. I don't expect, like, hey guys, we're going to start paying you dividends tomorrow. Hey guys, yeah, we've 300 MMUs and they're all deployed and blah blah blah. I don't expect anything massive from them, but the fact that they've just shut the door and said, right, no more updates, no more social media stuff, it makes you feel very distant from the project. And obviously, the whole idea of this initial coin offering was so that you're part of the community. They were not advertising, but in their white paper, they were mentioning loads. You're going to help make decisions in the company. You don't own any of the company. I understand that, but we'll get feedback from the community if you feel you want us to mine this coin over that coin, or if you feel if you I'm just using examples. If you don't want us to mine in a particular country over another one, or if there's this or that. I don't know. It felt like it was it was going to be a decent community effort. Now they've basically shut us out and said, right, you're detached from it. We're professional. We're this big company now, and we'll drip feed you info as and when you need it, or when we want to give it to you. Obviously, this makes me feel very detached from the whole ICO and the buying the token. And now, to me, it's become, okay, I'm aware of Envion. I know what they are. When they come out and say, dividend payouts are going to start as of October the 12th or whatever, then I'll buy the token back. As of right now, this moment, there is absolutely no benefit in holding on to the Envion token. The only benefit there will be is if they have this big announcement, they announce something amazing, and the price just skyrockets. Then I'll sit back and think, fuck, I could have bought them tokens for 40 cents yesterday, and now they're worth $10 each. I can only afford to buy, like 100 times less than I could have bought for, or 200 times, I suppose that'd be. So that'd be the time when you think, oh shit, I've done the wrong thing. But people saying to me like, Glenn, why are you not a fan of Envion anymore? Well, no, I haven't particularly fell out with Envion. I don't think, oh no, they're a wrong project. But from early on, they've never ever said we will pay dividends out on this date. They've never said that. But they've sort of not teased it in a way. I'm not saying they've done anything wrong or misleading, but obviously we had the they would use things like, well, we've had 2 MMUs constantly mining 24/7 during the whole ICO stage. So you're like, wow, Obviously, at the time their ICO was going ahead, Bitcoin's at 20k, Ethereum was whatever, and all this, and you think, God, they must have mined X amount of money so far. I wonder if we're going to start receiving dividend payouts. And then they're saying, oh, we've got this TPO, like third party operation, and we've had orders. We've just had an order come in for 1,000 MMM units. The us guys, we're going to start receiving 35. I think it was. I saw some figure 35% or something like that. That's going to go into the pot of dividend payouts. You're like, oh, even without them having a major mining operation, just making the machine, the MMU units is making the company profit. So, they're sort of teasing that we're going to receive dividend payouts, and then it was, you're going to receive them once that audit's going through. We're just waiting for this audit to go through. We've just taken on this really big audit firm, and then it was, they're clamping down on security, so we want to make sure all our KYC process is up and running. So you're thinking, right, okay, so after this KYC process, token's going to go up in price, because like, they're going to start paying these dividend payouts, and even though the dividend payouts are small, I thought once they started paying out on a regular basis, people will be like, "What? Hang on a minute! If I buy your coin, I'm going to start receiving dividend payouts, and then it's going to increase over time." So I started obviously getting like really excited for it, and like, oh yeah. That was 4 months ago, so a quarter of a year, and now they're not even giving us images and stuff like that. And even, I criticised about how the very first day, I feel like I'm going into a slagging match with Envion now. I'm not, I don't mean to push that. These are just, I'm a new investor into ICOs. That was my first ICO. I'm only sharing my thoughts and experiences. Now, if they're saying, well, actually 35,000 people, different people invested, there's going to be a couple of people in there that probably are used to investing in a company and then not hearing nothing for a year. I'm not that guy. I'm average Joe, and I've told all my friends and family I've invested in Envion, and and they're like, what'd you do that for? And I say, well, hopefully they're coming up to me and saying, so what's happened with that Envion thing then? And I'm like, well, nothing really. And they're like, oh wait, if anything, I've lost money. I knew you'd lose money. I knew it. It sounds too good to be true. I knew you'd lose it. Yeah, Glenn don't know what he's talking about. So it does get a little bit like, like disheartening. And then when you don't hear anything, it does get a bit like, oh, what's actually going on? Like, I've invested my own money. I've put more money into Envion tokens than anything else, even mining myself. I actually rejected mining myself at home, which obviously I'd start receiving payouts that day. I actually put that aside because of this project. So now not only did I invest money into Envion, I'm now losing money, because if I'd bought the Antminer S9 or a GPU rig, I would be earning, $5 worth of Bitcoin a day, or whatever, whatever the figures are. I don't want to quote exact figures, but I'd be mining. So now I'm losing that every day because I chose this Envion path. Now I assume what's going to happen is they're going to release some sort of update like, hey guys, just thought we'd let you know we've had this order come through for TPO, third party operation. Like, we've had an order confirmed of 500 MMU units by this electricity firm. I think that's where the money's at. I said this ages ago, and I said you look at Bitmain, and it's the people that are making these products and selling them. So if I'm an electricity firm, I've got tons of electricity, and I'm not going to charge myself for it, so it's free. I've got free electricity. I've got these mobile container units, so they need no building to be made. The equipment comes all preloaded into it. The software's preloaded into it. It's managed via GPS cloud. So you're saying this free electricity that I've got, if I pump it into one of these MMUs, they're going to earn me $30,000 a month. Right, okay, well, can I have 1,000 of them then? Do you know what I mean? So they're earning 30 million. I don't know. But to me, that seems actually like a better business model than actually going out and mining yourself. I don't know. To me, that seems like the way forward. I don't know. And then obviously just pay dividend payouts through that, because that's instant as well. Like, I assume they'll have to put down a huge deposit, and then obviously they'll make, using their production line, make these MMUs, and then they'll get paid for them like a batch at a time, 100 at a time, 10 at a time. I don't know, whatever. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. I feel very deflated about Envion at the moment. I don't want to be, but I'm just sharing my honest thoughts. And I know these videos that I put on YouTube, when I put Envion in the title and I talk about Envion in particular, they tend to do well. So there may be a good 500 people that watch this video, I hope, and they might feel the same. So if you do, please comment down below. Please say, yeah, Glenn, I agree with you and I feel this about Envion, or, you know, share your thoughts. Message me on Twitter, Instagram. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your feedback. Sometimes people mention stuff that I didn't even think about, you know. And with the Facebook group, it's the I just got rid of it actually, but it seems like a really hostile place at the moment, which is a shame because I don't think it was meant to be that. But there's these people commenting on there, and obviously me mentioning them and pointing them out now will inherently make them want to attack me. But someone will post saying like, when are we going to get an announcement or something, and they're getting attacked by people saying, oh, another idiot that doesn't know about investments. Oh, look, that they want to know about whatever. And I think it's really unfair at the minute because, yeah, a lot of these people in this group are not investors. They're not big time investors. They're not used to waiting a year to receive 3% of their investment. You know, they've jumped into it on the expectation that they were going to start receiving dividend payouts, and the coin was only going to go up in value every year. And even their own spreadsheet that they sent out, based on the amount of tokens I have, it told me I was going to be earning $25 million after year 25 or something. You know, it sounded absurd. And then just to hear nothing, it just looks like they're sort of running away with the money. And I don't know. I don't know that's the case. But I'm trying to find some of these comments that I'm talking about. It'd be nice if obviously this was a place, really like my Telegram group chat, I want people to come there and feel like, okay, I can voice my opinion without people saying, no, I don't agree with that, you're a fucking arsehole, don't comment on here again, and go away, and you know, Glenn, ban this person because I don't like him, you know. And that's how I feel this is. And people are coming to me and they're saying, Glenn, I got banned from Envion because I said there's no point holding on to the token. I'm like, yeah, that's how I feel. And they got banned for it. You know, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Comment in the live chat. What have we got here? So River J says Bitcoin private is at $45 now. Yeah, I think it's dipping a bit actually. David says, my understanding is that, I assume that's meant to be Bitcoin Dark is dead, but there's a swap / airdrop in effect for Komodo. As Bitcoin Dark vaporizes out of existence, the supply is becoming scarce, which is driving up the price. Could be wrong. That's interesting actually. But this Komodo can't be worth over $250 worth, surely. I don't know. Ryan says, all right, Glenn, a later one tonight. Yes, I did actually ask in the Telegram group chat, do people want me to go live now or a bit later on? And a couple of people commented saying, oh, I don't really care, don't matter to me. And my wife wanted to watch Suits, so we watched 2 episodes of Suits before I come out here and did the video. I had an idea. It was that I remember seeing loads and loads of adverts for. Sounds like USI Tech to me. I assume you're talking about Bitcoin Dark. Yeah, USI Tech to me is a Ponzi scheme. They're gonna run off with the money sooner or later. Sell it and get that Love Shack up and running. Those miners. Well, this has crossed my mind a lot of times, BBL, and I really am trying to stick out of Envion. Oh, so price predictions. This is what I believe. If Envion come out tomorrow and they say, you know, just a boring update, just like, hey guys, the production line's still being made. We're still employing people to look to make the machines. We haven't actually made any more machines in the last 2 months. We're still running with the 2 that we've got, and we're hoping to build, 600 by July, which I doubt. Even at the time, I thought, God, that's very unlikely. Now we've only got May, June, July, so they've got 3 months to build about 600 machines. This production line would have to be pretty fucking big to do that. But who knows? They might pull it off. Maybe that's why they're so quiet. But anyway, if they bring out this boring, dull update and not really anything exciting or anything that's going to make us like, oh yeah, I might as well hold the token for another 3 months until they release the next update, then I believe the coin price is going to tank tomorrow. Not tank down to nothing, but I think it's going to go down to probably 30 cent, between 30 and 35 cent. If they bring out an update that is genuinely like really good news, or if they actually state a date that they're going to start paying dividend payouts, I personally, I'm gonna go out and say I believe the token will go over 70 cent, and it could be anywhere between 70 to $1. That would put it back at its ICO price. So we'll see. We will see if they bring this update out tomorrow, which I hope they do, because we've got Saturday, Sunday, and then Bank Holiday Monday. So it won't. They might not have a bank holiday over there actually, but we probably won't hear nothing until this time next week if they don't bring it out tomorrow. So I hope they do. I hope they do. If Envion goes on Binance, it will guarantee to big jump. Golem and Loom just added, seeing great gains. Yeah, that's true, but to be honest, I don't know how the exchanges all feel, because obviously in America, and not just America, they're really clamping down on securities. So there's this big conversation going on at the moment. Is Ethereum a security? Because obviously it's offering ERC20 tokens, and there's all these ICOs starting up off the back off Ethereum. So American court all sat around. This, from my brief understanding of the news that I read, they all came around and they all actually decided, do you know what? Rightly so, Ethereum itself is not a security, which is thumbs up. I believe that's why Ethereum's gone up in price the last couple of days. But any coin that is deemed a security is going to be looked into like a lot, like really like scrutinized, because they're going to want to clamp down on all of these, USI Tech, BitConnect, like all these tokens where you buy them and they're promising guaranteed payouts on a regular basis, which obviously fits in with the Envion business model. So any of them like that, I think they're either going to be shut down, or they're only going to be valid in certain countries. You won't be allowed to sell them in America, or a lot of the exchanges won't do them. So I think exchanges are sort of this, and this just again another opinion. This is not financial advice. This is not. I've got nothing to back this up. I think exchanges are going to wash their hands of security tokens until this all dies down. The exchanges get enough scrutiny and, you know, people criticising them as it is. If they start just all of a sudden having loads of security ERC20 tokens on their platform, their whole exchange could get criticised by the whole of, or investigated by, you know, the USA government, and that's going to look really bad on them. And any coins that are on that exchange, people are going to dump all their stock out of that exchange, go to another exchange. That exchange is going to make more money. So I think exchanges, and I can't see a big one like Binance taking a risk on Envion that they've done everything right. I can't see it myself. Now, once, you know, America does come out and say, right, we're going to look into, if you basically haven't done this, this, and this, and this, your security needs to be shut down now. If Envion have done all of those and they're thumbs up and everyone agrees that they're a security but a safe one and have done everything properly, they've followed their KYC, they know all their customers, they've been audited correctly and all the accounts are right and all the money's still there, and I don't know, like if that is the case, then I think Envion's going to go to the moon, because it will be one of the few securities that is secure. You know, like, therefore, a lot of people are going to look and say, right, people love passive incomes. If you look at cryptocurrency, and you think of mining, the whole mining process, it's a passive income. And we've said a lot of times, sometimes it would be better to just buy Bitcoin and hold on to it if the price keeps rising. But people still, they just like, yeah, but I like earning money sort of on a weekly, monthly basis, because if I can earn $1,000 a month, I don't need to go to work. I can sit at home and play PS4 all day because I know I'm earning £1,000 a month. And whether it was a better financial decision to do it a different way, passive incomes are very, very sought after. Envion is going to be a passive income. And as long as they tick all the right boxes, I believe they're gonna be massive, massive. You look at anything to do with mining, it's huge business. Nvidia, Bitmain, you know, even this Dragon Mint, I don't know how well they've done, but they seem to be all over Twitter and everything now. Anything to do with mining, and even Samsung are getting involved, is just going through the roof. You know, it's insane. And I was reading again another article about, really I should be showing you guys these articles, that would make sense. Bitcoin hash rate increases during dip. So they were saying that even though Bitcoin hash rate is going up, even though the price of the coin kept dropping down. So normally you would expect people to go, right, okay, it's not that profitable to mine Bitcoin now. Let's turn our hash power to, I don't know, Bitcoin Cash or another coin. And then therefore the hash rate goes down. So generally we've always seen this trend of when the price goes up, the hash rate goes up, and when the price goes down, the hash rate goes down. But what's happened is the hash rate has gone up with the price, and even though the price has gone down, the difficulty has continued to rise up. So now there's this massive difference. I think this was the article. Bitcoin hash rate remains strong despite massive price dip in Q1. Even though the first 3 months of 2018 were not positive for all cryptocurrencies, it seems some things will never change. Over the past few months, Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash hash rates have remained virtually unchanged. Unchanged. I need my drink. So anyway, this just goes to show that there's a demand for mining even when it's not profitable. Even when it's not profitable, there's a demand for mining. Now, if you've got a business that is looking to set up and their predominant focus is mining, and if they're secure and they're legal and they meet all the criteria, then some exchanges start trusting them. boy, is that thing going to fly. Like, that is, and I still believe that to this day. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. But at this point in time, I feel, and this just, again, not financial advice, just personal opinion, I don't feel there is a benefit in holding the Envion token unless the price just shoots up randomly for no reason. So we'll see what this update brings tomorrow. Team BitGlen mining pool. I would love to have a Team BitGlen mining pool. That would be awesome. Envion has repeatedly refused to tell token holders how many MMUs they've completed. I can think of no reason for this, save nefarious activity. I don't know what that word is, sorry. Mark says, I'm a Spark. Give me a 16-foot container and I'll build you one. Well, actually, I'm in a 5 square meter shed. Could you build me one out of this? Ask them for the running installation photos. BBL says, that's why we need to mine that Zcash. So, BBL commented, I think it was you, BBL, that talked about the new ant miner that's just come out, the Z3, is it? And I know that I haven't looked into it, so this is the first time I'm going to see anything to do with it, actually. But I'm going to guess the fact that you've said that this is a new miner that mines Zcash. Wah, wah, wah. Let's have a look. The Bitmain website is always a bit iffy. Sometimes it loads up, sometimes don't. Let's go to buy now. Sometimes it shows you their other miners that they've got. Here we go, the Z9 Mini. No shipping to Hong Kong. So it's 2,000 US dollar. Glenn, do you mine Bitcoin off your CPU? No, I don't do any mining off of my laptop at all, actually. Just because of the point that I think it's probably not profitable and I didn't want to leave my laptop on all the time. My laptop is my baby and I don't want to do anything that would hinder the it running. Mark says, hey, 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 men in sheds. So let's have a look at this beast. Specifications, blah, blah, blah. Antminer Z9. Z9! Mini are as mentioned below. Hashing algorithm, Equihash. Power consumption, 300 watts. So that's quite low power. Some of the other ones are 1,500 watts. Hash rate is 10k souls plus 5%. There is a conservative estimate. We expect miners to be delivered. Blah, 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 high performance. Orders cannot be shipped. Separate power control. Blah, 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 blah. So you need to buy the power unit. What's its actual... It says 10k souls, but what does that mean in... Normally there's a button you click for specifications. Discount warranty. So got the specs. Warranty. Discount coupons. Coupons below the 50% value of the miners may be used for this batch. Has anyone got a 50% value? Help. I need somebody help. Normally there's a specification page and it shows you. Let's have a little look. Antminer Z9 Mini. How profitable. Someone's probably written down the Russell says $40 a day. So I've heard a couple of different answers to that. Kryptonite Equihash is, we don't know algorithms next. For the long period, Equihash is ASIC resistant. Blah, 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 blah. See more. 10 cards. Among the cryptocurrencies, especially Envion miners, hot discuss about the Antminer Z9 Mini. Lately, Bitmain, the largest producer of ASIC miners, have announced the release of the new ASIC model called the Antminer Z9 Mini. It's available to order and shipment for the first batch expected end of June. Pleased to announce the Z9. To prevent hoarding, we've set a limit of one. Mining profits 50 to 60 US dollars a day at current estimates. From a $2,000 investment. I wonder how long that's going to last. End of June. Let's take a quick comparison with the most expensive and high-performing GPUs. Let's actually have a look. Oh no, let's read this first. 6 1080 Ti's will deliver anywhere around 4,300 souls on Equihash at max at 1,200 watts. So it's a third of the watt power usage. At least 2 of such rigs is needed to compete with 10k souls. Oh, so they can only produce 4,300. This produces 10,000, which would cost more than $10,000 at current market value. It is 5 times the price of Antminer Z9 Mini. Moreover, Bitmain promises 10k souls plus 5% at a very low power consumption of only 300 watts, which is great. Conclusion. Looks like the fight between GPUs and ASICs is never ending. As soon as this tweet flashed from Bitmain, it has shaken the GPU miners, and there is a mixed opinions among the miners. Some say it's a scam, and some say it's time to change the game and use GPUs for what they're actually made for. We are nearing the end of GPU mining. Not really. Apart from Equihash, there are many algorithms that most of the main intention to be ASIC resistant. Also, coins like Bitcoin Gold and a few other Equihash coins have already announced that they will hard fork and make Z9 useless for mining. I mean, that is very tempting. $2,000. Let's see if the crypto buddy has Zcash on it. It does. Let's have a look. So they're saying 10,000 souls. That's the current difficulty. Yes, I assume that's a block reward. I've never checked anything to do with Zcash, so I'm sorry if I say anything wrong. Power consumption 300 watts. Power costs in US dollar terms. Mine's about 12 pence, which is what, 15 cent US dollar wise. Pool fees, we're going to put at 1%. Hardware cost $2,000. Reoccurring costs, nothing. We're paying the power as we go along. Sell the coins, never sell the coins. Unless the difficulty change says they're minus 4.2. That's going to change. That difficulty is, as soon as it hits June, reoccurring cost, price change. Right, so we're going to leave Zcash, and we're going to say Zcash is worth the same as what it is today. And we're going to do this over 12 months, so we can always compare it to what we've done in the past. Let's have a look at coins generated. So we're starting off with 0 coins, and we're going to end up with, after 12 months, 55 Zcash coins. Let's have a look at where Zcash is. $308. I'm sorry if that annoys you. I keep making that whistling noise. It's either that or jeez. That's the other thing I like to say. So total profits. So we're going to be starting off with minus $2,000, and over a 12-month period, we are going to be in profit. So this is getting out of the $2,000 neg, and then being up by. Oh, why did that just jump up? This is updating, I assume. It's saying here we are going to be in profit by 17,600. Jeez Louise! That's better than any S9 or yeah. That's I've never seen profitability that high. Let's say we sell the coins monthly. Well, I suppose it won't matter actually, because we've put it that the price of Zcash will never go up or down. So Zcash, let's have a look. It's saying, I don't know anything about Zcash, so I'm just trying to educate myself quickly before I say something stupid. What? It was worth 4,200 at one point. Seems a bit steep. So it was worth $32 all the way up until May 2017, when things started to get exciting in crypto, which I'm hoping mid-May. We're now at the beginning of May. Come on, the mid-May. Fred knows what I'm talking about. Then it jumped up to $257, and it's been hovering around. It went up to $400 at one point, dipped back down to 200 since July, all the way up to December time. So obviously this is when it peaked. So when Bitcoin was worth 20k. So according to this, Zcash went up to $870 at one point, and if you mine it today, it's 300. So if you held on to them Zcash, and they did go back up, all right, let's say not all-time high, well, can't be all-time high because this fucking thing's in the way, but let's just say their all-time high is actually $800. You could be, or even let's just say 600. Yeah, not their all-time high, but let's say it goes back up to $600. That's doubling your money. So then all of a sudden that figure of 17,000 potentially could be $35,000 within 12 months. Now, something you need to bear in mind, obviously this is based on, that's what's changed. The average difficulty went down just now. That's for the whole month. Let's say the difficulty went up, because you've got to remember, as soon as these machines hit the market and people start mining with them, the difficulty is going to go, it's going to skyrocket. So even if it goes up 20% in the month, yeah, let's put that, I mean, that's going to shoot up loads. You can see here you're minus 2,000, and then by the end of it you're up 3,000. That is more what I would expect to make from an ASIC miner, being honest, because look, I'm repeating myself now, but soon as everyone gets their hands on these, the difficulty is going to be massive. Saying that, if more people are mining it, let's say the price of Zcash goes up 10% every month, again, you're in a really good position. 7,200. That does look good. That looks like the best ASIC miner to be buying now. Now, it obviously, like that article said, Zcash could make it ASIC resistant. Then it'd be completely useless. So literally 1 month you could just be like, yeah, I'm earning $100 a day. But based on, now figures, This is saying it would pay itself back. Let's minus, what was it, -6% or something. Let's say the price doesn't go up. This is saying that you would be profitable in 1 month and 23 days. So under 2 months. So you could put $2,000 into it. You'd have to hope that Zcash doesn't become ASIC resistant within the first 2 months. And then you'd be broke even. Anything after that would be pure profit. But obviously, if they did make it ASIC resistant, your machine, unless you can mine a different coin, would be worthless at that point. So, but that is, I must say, I don't know. What do you guys think? You've all gone a bit quiet now. I hope I'm still live. I hope you're still with me. But yeah, it says that I've got not the best health. That seems to me the most profitable ASIC miner I've ever seen. What do you guys think? Food for thought. Yeah, everyone's going a bit quiet now. Right, everyone's like, right, cash out my Bitcoin, cash out my altcoins. I need to get on this Zcash. That is, it's not even going to be huge, and that's with all electricity costs as well. I mean, a machine like that, I assume, because it's so small, would it not make as much noise and generate as much heat? Obviously, it's only using a third of the power. PBL says, I'm on Bitmain right now. Meow. I could actually buy one of them if I converted all of my cryptocurrency into what do they accept now? Litecoin or something like that, or whatever it is. I don't know what they accept. They used to accept Bitcoin Cash, which I was really skeptical about sending over. But what do they accept? I think they accept Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, US dollar. I'd have to convert all my cryptocurrency to be able to afford that. So I'd have to sell all my Bitcoin private, Z Classic, Bitcoin, Envion. That'd be me completely cleared out. I wouldn't be able to invest in Envion again, and I'd have to mine with that and get profitable from that. Buy EOS and hang on till June. Do you reckon, Mark? Do you think that's going to make 35k in 12 months? I'm exaggerating there, 35k. I think if that machine makes you 5k in a year, once all the difficulty and everything, then you should be pretty happy with that. But it could be more. According to my Blockfolio, Bitcoin private is up to $48. Ethereum's up to 765. Envion's actually up. Whoop whoop. It's saying that it's up to 43 cents, which is what it was at earlier. It seems to fluctuate. As soon as it gets down to 40 cents, it goes back up to 43, and then it goes back down to 40, and it just keeps going up like that. Like a baby nodding off at the dinner table. Let's check them out here. Yeah, 43 cents I've gone up to. I wonder if people are going to buy it in preparation for this update tomorrow. Might actually be a good time to buy it now. If the it's complete gambling now, isn't it? Again, because if I put my Bitcoin into Envion, Bitcoin could go up to 10k tomorrow. Envion could go down to 30 cents, and I'll be like, "Fuck! I've just lost another couple of £100." this is going on the kidney. BBL did say that he was going to sell his kidneys for, was it Litecoin miners at the time? So now you want Zcash miners. It's really made me think about that Z9. Z9! Such a German sounding name. And my last name! How's your hash flare going, Glenn? Any updates? If it runs like Ethereum last year, maybe. Scalping. I would buy 2 more L3s for the price of one X9. In answer to your question, Katana, I'm trying to back off of hash flare because I've got no reason to, but I don't like the way that they've done their business. I mean, I talked about it in length the other day. So I've got 0.008, and obviously you need 0.03. So I've got a long way. I'm probably about a month or so off accumulating enough Bitcoin to make a withdrawal. Obviously, the quickest way that I can make a Bitcoin withdrawal from Hashflare is if I do loads of videos promoting them and bigging them up and giving my referral link and posting it and doing all of that, which obviously I have done in the past. But now that I don't know, now that I've got some sort of feeling that something might happen soon, I don't really want to be doing that. I don't really want to talk about them. Didn't think you had any organs left, BBL. Mark says, this Envion, yeah, I'm thinking there's too much meat involved and we will be last in the queue for payouts. Apparently, I was thinking about it today, and I remember at the beginning they were saying one person. So out of that 100 million they've raised, really that's probably like 85 million, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to do credit card chargebacks. They didn't get their KYC process done. And if they are being that strict, are they going to let those people have them tokens? I doubt it. So they're probably going to have to retract them. But anyway, so let's say out of that 100 million, I think there was one investor, and I think he invested something like 5 or 10 million. I can't remember what it was. But so there was one massive investor. And I was thinking, I bet that guy that invested 5 million, I bet he's getting more fucking updates than we are. I bet he's got them on speed dial. You're right, what's going on? Yeah, don't worry about it, mate. Yeah. Okay. Well, you got my $5 million. I want to know what's going on. Whereas us peasants, obviously, that have only invested 1,000 or 500 or 100, it's we've got to wait like everyone else. Glenn's German accent sounds like Hitler just realised he lost the war. Sorry, I'm not very good at doing accents. Fred from BBL says, LOL, I've still got my other kidney. So, yeah. I don't know, guys. I think that Zcash miner does seem like the most profitable ASIC miner there is out there, from what I've seen. And if you look at, say, the Antminer S9, that has been the machine to go to for... Well, I've been involved in cryptocurrency for about 7 months, and I believe it was the one... it came out before, obviously, I got involved. So you're talking probably a year. The S9's been the leader of the pack. There's been no ASIC miner that's as profitable as the S9. And that's dipped recently because Bitcoin mining difficulty's gone up so much, the price has gone down. And now, and even when they announced the Monero one, and I looked at the figures for the Monero and I thought, oh, it's not that profitable. And the Litecoin ones don't seem as profitable. And apparently Bitcoin Cash, their mining rewards are going to, once they have this update, 32 meg blocks, apparently their mining reward is going to be quite poor. So yeah, that seems, unless they like make Zcash ASIC resistant, that seems like it's going to be the machine that everyone's going to want. So I would imagine Bitmain are going to probably put the price up of that thing as soon as more orders come through. So that's probably going to be a $4,000 machine at some point. All right, maybe $3,000. And yeah, obviously the difficulty of Zcash is going to go up because there's going to be these new will happen in June. So you get your new machine, you're like, yes, according to this, they're still profitable. I'm going to plug it in now. And by the time everyone plugs it in, your profit is going to go, choo. You're going to be like, oh no, why did I do this? No worries, Glenn. It's still funny though. You have a career shot at being a stand-up comedian, the next John Oliver. I would love to be a stand-up comedian. I'm just really shit at telling jokes. I'm one of them guys who, if I was in a room of people, I could make them laugh. But if someone said, Glenn, go on, make us laugh, I can't do the whole, right, so three men walk into a bar. One says this, one says that. Because I forget. My memory isn't too good. So like, I forget the punchline. I forget how it's delivered and stuff like that. But if you said to me, you know, I would say like, oh, Katana, I can tell you, oh, my bloody wife, do you hate it when she says this or does that or does it? And a lot of people are like, ha, 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 yeah, you're right there. So I'd have to be one of those comedians that just say like, tell life stories. That's how I'd have to deliver my sense of humour. So I think I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I've gave my thoughts on Envion. We've done the market sort of chat today, which I haven't done for a while. That's how I used to start all my videos. I used to talk about what's happened in the markets. I haven't done that for a little while, so that was quite refreshing. Bitcoin sort of stayed the same. Ethereum's dipped back down a bit. Oh, actually, this is different to my Blockfolio app because obviously this is average prices. EOS has dipped actually while we've been on this video. It was at $18 something, wasn't it? So that's it from me, guys. I'm gonna probably go bed now. It's now 11 o'clock at night. Thanks for watching this video. If you agree with anything that I've said, comment down below and tell me your thoughts. If there's anything that you disagree with, go fuck yourself. No, I'm joking. Comment down below, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback as well. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, guys. For all of you watching, please click that little like button. It just helps the channel and the video grow. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all with the name BitGlen. Add me on there, and obviously you can chat to me whatever way suits you. And if you really want to get involved in the community, the Team BitGlen, then just click the description down below for my Telegram group chat. It's completely free, no shilling. You ain't got to worry about, well, I say that, people could post a scam, but anyone who posts scams, we tried to get rid of. So hopefully it's a place you can feel safe, where you can voice your opinion and not get shot down for it. So I'll see you guys on the next video, BitGlen, and I look forward to hopefully doing this Envion update tomorrow. So we'll go into full depth of what that update is tomorrow. So see you later, guys. Bye.